now for a look at the plus side. There's a lot happening in the world these days. News can definitely be a point of stress for everybody.
So for the next few minutes, just the positive things happening in Maine. We're going to start with this, a story we've covered about a historic industrial site in Heartland being revitalized. The Maine Redevelopment Land Bank Authority is taking control of the former Irving Tannery. The tannery operated for more than 80 years. It shut down in 2020 because of declining leather demand, rising costs, and disruptions during COVID-19. The site is the first property the land bank will control since it launched in 2024. There's a long way to go until the building is fully functional again, but locals say it's a good first step.
Maine Redevelopment is the reason that we have some hope today, because partnering with them, they're going to take ownership of the buildings.
This site has a lot of challenges. I mean, the buildings are in really rough shape. It's contaminated. The economy is in flux, and so there's no clear answer of what this is going to be, and it's going to take some creativity and persistence.
Maine Redevelopment says it plans to apply for a $4 million Environmental Protection Agency grant to help fund cleanup of the site.
The University of Maine is getting a historic $45 million federal investment to support a new health and life sciences complex there. University officials say it is the largest congressionally directed spending award in the history of Maine. The funding comes after a recent study found that a public medical school in Maine is not just feasible yet. It is recommended that the school does start investing, though, in nursing and allied health and modern facilities, all of this to train Maine's future healthcare professionals. The president of UMaine says the facility is expected to advance medical training and keep more healthcare talent right here in Maine.
We really will be able, with this facility, to turn our attention to focusing on the solutions to the life and health sciences challenges in Maine by bringing together a variety of areas from across our campus to do convergent work that will help us move ahead.
And leaders of the university are still trying to figure out where the new health and life sciences complex would be physically located on campus.
A UMaine student's term paper on forever chemicals could help other states deal with the harmful compounds. Eddie Nakami is a senior at the university's Honors College. He documented Maine's response to PFAS contaminants as they had unfolded over the past several years, and he found that Maine has more laws than any other state against PFAS contamination. So his paper clearly defined Maine policies and how they continue to address the ongoing crisis. He says he hopes his research will help other states write their own laws.
What we're doing in Maine really needs to be shared with other places, and other people and other states need to be learning from what we're doing here.
Nakami's PFAS policy paper will be published on Maine's Policy Institute's website next month. Until then, he is researching ways to prevent chemicals from entering the school's wastewater systems. All right, hundreds of people braved frigid temperatures in Aurora for the Great Pond Ice Fishing Derby. There were some big prizes at stake, including top-of-the-line traps and a brand new shack.
But News Center Maine's Ryan Bell shows us how the event was more than just about hauling in some trout.
We've been doing pretty good. We've been running quite a bit.
Despite sub-zero temperatures, about 200 people made the trip to Aurora Saturday morning.
I know it says -2 on the phone and the wind says really cold, but hand warmers.
Drilling holes and setting traps in support of retired veterans and law enforcement.
It's an amazing organization, and this is just a way that, they give back. And you spend your $20 to go fishing, and in the end of the day, you might win something.
The 5th annual Great Pond Ice Fishing Derby is a fundraiser for Operation Reboot. The nonprofit takes former service members on hunting and fishing trips to reconnect with the outdoors and civilian life.
I learned a lot about myself that I'd kind of forgotten and lost over the years, and it kind of re-energized me. It kind of got me going again.
Bill Lemke is one of the program's success stories. He says a moose hunting trip helped him return to normalcy.
And since then, I've been around Reboot as much as I can. I've gotten my guide's license so I can kind of help other veterans and law enforcement and whatnot kind of find those same pieces that they may have lost themselves.
And he's not alone. Hundreds of people get involved with Operation Reboot programs every year.
Sometimes it helps pull guys out of funks to get back into the outdoors and haven't done it for many years. Other people find something that they absolutely never knew they were missing.
And we couldn't do it without our community members being willing to get out on a day like today, it's wild.
The Derby is expected to raise about $10,000.
Yellow perch.
Creating memories today for those on the ice.
Run, check a flag, come back and get warm, and just have a good time. Keep your fingers from getting frostbite.
And tomorrow, for the people who keep our country safe. In Aurora, Ryan Bell, News Center, Maine.
Wyatt Boynton took home the first place trout. Lewis Kidder had the winning pickerel. And in the kids division, Liam Bartlett won a brand new set of traps. Congratulations to all.
All right, and artists in the Brunswick area came together to create an exhibit honoring the original Frank J. Wood Bridge. It's set to be demolished soon as the new bridge is now open to traffic. Here we go. The exhibit is being displayed at the Curtis Memorial Library. It features more than 50 local artists. There were no requirements to submit a piece, so the gallery includes everyone from professional artists to a 7-year-old. The next 3 weeks. The library plans to keep the exhibit on display for the next 3 weeks, is what I was trying to say there. Plus, Brunswick Public Art says it's working on a new project where artists can use steel reclaimed from the original bridge. That's kind of cool. Yeah. The official announcement is expected soon.
All right, 4 Mainers will be representing Team USA when it comes to the Winter Olympics. We'll start in just a couple weeks. Frank Del Duca out of Bethel making a return to the games for bobsled. He did compete in Beijing in 22. Alpine skier Sam Morse out of Carabasset Valley. Snowboarder Nathan Paray out of Bethel. They'll be making their Olympic debuts, both of them attending CVA. And last but not least, Emily Fischnaller. You might know her as Emily Sweeney. You know her because she's been in the Olympics already twice. She's a luge athlete, competed in 2018 and in 2022. She was born in Portland, spent a lot of time here, and then ultimately moved to Connecticut. So all of our 4 Mainers, if you will, good luck to you. And we did interview Emily in Lake Placid last year. That full interview is on our website. It's on News Center Maine Plus, if you want to check it out and see what Emily had to say.
All right, that's going to do it for the plus side for now. We'll be back after this break.